So we're going to talk today about how to bring about multiculturalism in our churches. So we're just going to throw it over to these two leaders today, and I will chime in as we talk about this. But P. Wagner said ethnicitis was one of the things we have to, I think it's culturalitis is what we have today, is that we tend to create a church culture. Now we all remember that Charles Kraft said that Christ was supracultural. He said Christ is above culture, and it redeems. He redeems cultures. And Eddie Gibbs says we have to sift cultures. So we have to sift out the impurities. So the purpose is to understand how can we grow today in an increasingly divided world, an increasingly mosaic world. How can we help a church that is a church culture of maybe a certain ethnicity at one time, but now it's a church culture, re-embrace and become a multicultural congregation. So let me just turn it over to Jan, Dr. Paron first. Jan, your church is an exciting church. I was so blessed when I was up there. People lined up to give their tithes and their offerings. But how did this multicultural church come about? Can you give us a brief, like 2-minute overview?
Well, without taking my pastor's program, I'm just going to start out. First of all, first and foremost, Pastor Dan Willis is sitting back there. Really, it's a culture of love. It's a culture embraced in love, and that's what it's founded on. But besides that, and I've heard this morning already, you cannot start a multicultural church by just staying within. You really have to first start with an intentional and a mosaic framework in your mind and looking back at John 17:20-23, knowing what is the purpose of being unified. You're trying to unify your church so that you're not just one in Christ, but you're showing Christ's glory, that he is the sent one. So you're starting there. You're not staying isolated. You're going out and you're reaching out into the community and you're building those bridges of love. We like to call our church motto a Bridging the Gap Church, because you're a bridge church. You're a bridge pastor, you bridge congregants, and you're a bridge congregation. So you keep fanning out and you keep placing yourself with what are the commonalities between all of us and building from there. Just bringing love, bringing love, bringing love, and minimizing, not even looking at the difference that are between you, but looking what are the commonalities and knowing that you are all children of God.